Richard. It's so great to having you today. I am really looking forward to our conversation and hope our listeners will also gain some unique insights. So let's get started. Um, you know, Richard, in the fast-paced world of tech, it's always a smart move when leading companies decided to work together. And at EdgeNext, we pride ourselves on giving top-tier edge cloud services worldwide, specifically in the APAC area. Making sure everything is fast and secure. And Safenames has a strong reputation for its online brand protection and cybersecurity. So it's exciting when two companies like ours decided to join forces, right? So with that being said, Richard, can you give our listeners a brief intro to Safenames and share what sparked the idea to collaborate with EdgeNext?
Certainly I can, and thank you for giving us the opportunity. So Safenames, we've been in the sort of the tech space for about 20 years, working around the domain name management side, cloud-based hosting solutions, online brand protection. We're sort of vertical agnostic, so we work across pretty much every single industry that there is, clients from every single corner of the globe as well. But one of the areas that we're sort of looking to expand further into is the APAC region, and more specifically serving up our services into China as well. So we met with Brett at one of the conferences, and we were sort of discussing each other's services as you do, and there was definitely some synergies there. We do offer CDN and DDoS mitigation services, cloud services, to our existing clients, so it seemed a sensible avenue to explore. So that relationship began about a year or so ago, 18 months ago, and it's been growing ever since.
That's insightful. Yes, it's evident that when two specialized entities like Safenames and EdgeNext come together, right? So the potential for innovation is vast, and our combined expertise offer a unique synergy, drawing from both our strengths. Safenames with your renowned strategies in online brand protection, and EdgeNext with our advanced cloud solutions. So speaking of which, Safenames is known for its unique approach to online brand protection and cybersecurity. So Richard, what aspects of this approach really stand out when partnering with a company like EdgeNext?
One of our strengths, as you mentioned, is the online brand protection, and sort of enforcing trademarks, against counterfeit sites and all that sort of thing for our clients. But we tend to deal more with that brand protection legal aspect of things, whereas what EdgeNext brings is the actual security-based solution as well, which is still protecting your brand online. So it's just another way of protecting your brand online that we can recommend to our clients moving forwards.
Yes, the digital landscape is undeniably complex and constantly shifting with new challenges in both, performance and security, right? So at EdgeNext, we pride ourselves on offering cutting-edge cloud solutions and unmatched user experience. So given our strength in cloud solutions and your expertise in online brand protection and other services, Richard, how do you see these combined capabilities enhancing the comprehensive security measures for our clients?
Well, over the years, we've got three core services essentially. So our domain management side, our online brand protection, and then some of our cloud hosting side. But that's normally been really centered around UK based. So for data sovereignty purposes for UK companies, that absolutely makes sense. But we haven't really done the hosting on the global scale, so to speak. So I suppose it's a natural addition for us to add. We've added other services to our existing product offering over the years. We do provide some other DDoS security bot mitigation services. But this one fits in nicely, and especially within the markets that you are very, very strong in the APAC region. So it was a natural partnership, I think.
Yes, your emphasis on a proactive defense strategy complements EdgeNext's commitment to performance optimization. So yes, we have always believed that, true digital success is not just about speed, but also about steadfast security. So speaking of which, Richard, in a world riddled with cyber threats like DDoS attacks, how do the strategies of both companies come together to guarantee optimized yet secure and client domains?
So, I mean, as you're fully aware, the rise of DDoS, it's not something that's going away. It's becoming more frequent. The attacks are becoming larger. So we're always keen to work with partners that can work at that level, enterprise, market leading businesses. They're the sort of companies that our client base are looking to use the services of. So I think it's as well that the partnership that we now have, there's a sort of a trade of the customer base as well. I think you're enabling us to get access into those markets that you're already in, and showing that there is a wide range of services that we can provide as well.
Your insights are truly valuable. Building on the topic of strategy and its regional implications, I'd like to direct our focus towards the Chinese market, recognized globally as a pivotal hub for digital innovation and growth, and given EdgeNext's strong foothold in the APAC region. So, Richard, how does our partnership aim to navigate and leverage opportunities in this dynamic landscape?
Yeah, I mean, I think traditionally, and certainly with some of the vendors that we've worked with previously, it's always been a bit of a hard market to crack and get into. Generally, a lot of the solutions were serving from the edge, as opposed to actually being able to serve from inside mainland China. That's a massive game changer, especially for some of our clients that are looking to expand their markets or directly into mainland China, or perhaps offering their services to the people within that rather large market. So I think that is definitely one of the strengths I think that we'll see driving this relationship forwards.
Yes, it's fascinating how intricate the strategies for the Chinese market can be, right? So with EdgeNext's deep experience in the APAC region, we have seen firsthand the importance of understanding local nuances. So Richard, how do you envision the combination of Safenames domain expertise and our regional insights benefiting business in China? So like in what areas do you see our collaborative strength really making a difference?
You're right in the fact that some markets, especially with China, Middle East, we see it with as well. They're very, very hard to get into unless you have that local presence, unless you're working with a partner that is already engaged and has an existing footprint within those regions. So I think that's why this works very well, because we're able to sort of use the relationship that we have with EdgeNext to then further offer our services. I mean, we are a global provider. It's just that traditionally it's been harder to approach and access those markets in the past. And certainly what we're seeing is that it's becoming a lot easier to do so with the relationship that we have with EdgeNext.
That's truly insightful. And it's clear that the synergy between Safenames and EdgeNext is not just strategic, but is making waves in the industry. So thank you for sharing these with us.
Thank you, Kai, for the opportunity.
Yes.